These are the Sony WH-1000XM4s. Not a big fan of the name, but these are probably my favorite headphones to date. Now, these headphones are compatible with Windows devices, Android devices, and Apple devices, so you're good to go using the software features regardless of what you got. The sound quality in these are superior to most other headphones I've tried. It goes without saying that they're way better than these Beats that I have. These Beats Studio 3s that haven't really changed in a couple years, actually. Now, it is a different story when it comes to those AirPods Max, but, these are about $200 cheaper, so hey, still in the running. These headphones are actually the successor to the XM3s, which had world-class noise cancellation, and they actually improved on it for the XM4s. They do a better job of canceling out those higher notes, those higher hums that you may be hearing when you're wearing your XM3s, but overall the sound quality, pretty much the same, not really worth upgrading just for the noise cancellation. One of my favorite features is actually the palm to pass through. What it does is it actually turns off noise cancellation, turns the music way down, and amplifies the sounds around you, so you can kind of just pop into a conversation when necessary, probably if you're going through the grocery store line or something. The fact that it happens so quickly, you put your palm on and instantly you're able to hear everything around you, really makes it very useful. A related feature that was kind of gimmicky is speak to chat. So when I first got these headphones, those kind of accidentally turned on, I guess. And so the idea here is that when you say something, when you start to say something, it'll turn off noise cancellation, it'll do that pass through so you can actually have a conversation with someone with your headphones still on. I didn't quite like it because it does take a second for it to, dim the music and actually let you hear the outside noises. And if I was just like clearing my throat, it would turn off my music, which isn't quite what I want. So I personally turned that off. So the best way to manage the features on your headphones is actually through the Sony Headphones app on your phone. It has a ton of great stuff, mostly for music optimization, like even analyzing the structure of your ears so it can optimize the sound for however your ears are shaped. However, I downloaded it to set up the ear detection settings. Now with the M3s, you didn't get this proximity sensor in the left cup, but you do have one on the M4s. And so these are great because they will allow whatever you're listening to pause when you take your headphones off and resume when you put them back on. Now, like I said, the proximity sensor is in the left cup, and I do love it, but I do kind of wish that it had one in both cups, just like the Apple headphones, because although this might be a pretty specific need, sometimes I like to listen out of my right ear or out of my left. And so if you take your left cup off just to rest it there, it's going to pause your music and you have to restart it. And so just a little bit of annoying, but not too bad. So one of my favorite bonus features I want to talk about is the fact that you can Bluetooth connect this to two devices at once. Now, that may seem like a weird thing to do, but what that means is that you can be watching something on your laptop, and if you get a phone call, your Bluetooth switches straight to your phone. You can listen to that phone call, have a whole conversation, and it'll switch right back to your laptop once you're done. It really is quite a lot nicer than having to go into your Bluetooth settings and actually having to switch between the devices if you get a phone call while you're watching something. So it's a bit of a niche use, but it's pretty nice when it comes in handy. Now, I am a huge fan of the case that these come with because they're just so flat. Yeah, they don't take up much space at all. There's this nice pouch on the back, and on the inside, you've got all these compartments for the wires that it comes with, the actual aux cable, which is really nice that it comes with it. It comes with a little tiny USB-C charging cable, and this, I believe it's an airport adapter, if anybody uses those anymore. But yeah, really nice compartments on the inside, and the headphones, they rotate so they can fit nice and neat in here, not take up much space at all. Definitely a lot nicer than the pill-style Beats headphone case that we've got over here, and certainly a lot more useful than this like thong-type case that we have with our Apple AirPods Max. So definitely one of my favorites. So let's talk color options with these M4s. You've got black, silver, and these midnight blues. Now, although that black and silver do look really nice, especially with the gold accenting on both ear cups, there's just so much more depth to the color on the midnight blues. It's got a little tiny bit of shine to it, like, it's a matte kind of starry shine to it, if that makes sense. It just really gives it overall a lot more depth to the colors, so it doesn't feel as flat as the black and silver could. Now, this is also kind of weird. I haven't bought the black headphones, so I don't know if this is true for those, but for some reason, the blue headphones actually have a little bit of a softer cushion to them. Now, this might sound like a myth, but companies actually do tend to use different materials for different colors just because it can be tough for a certain material to absorb that color. I'm not exactly sure if that's what happened with these, but really, the gray, silver M4s do feel a little bit more stiff on my head, a little bit more square, and the cushion just isn't quite as cushiony. That being said, they're still incredibly comfortable. It just was a little bit more comfortable to wear the blues. So if you are torn between the silvers and the blues, I would say go with the blues because they are slightly softer. And I know, it does sound weird, but I did peer review this with at least 3 friends, so it's true. Now these headphones did come out relatively recently, about 4 or 5 months ago, so they are still going to run at a pretty premium price. So for $350 you can grab any of these colors, and that is pretty expensive, but they really do stand up to the test of sound quality, noise cancellation, and in my opinion, these are designed pretty well. They really have quite a bit of personality to them, especially with the gold accenting. Now these Apple AirPods Max over here are pretty iconic, but I feel like there's just more personality in the design of these M4s, so personally, I prefer them. Oh yeah, and the battery life for these guys is about 30 hours, which is fantastic. And to control the device, you will swipe up to turn the volume up, swipe down to turn the volume down, and double tap for that play pause. So there it is, my quick and dirty review of the Sony M4s. I hope you enjoyed this video, hope you learned a thing or two, maybe helped you decide whether or not you're going to pick these up. Let me know if there's anything that you would have liked to know. But otherwise, if you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate a like. And if you're interested, I'll be doing a review of the AirPods Max, the Beats Studio 3, and the Microsoft Surface earbuds. Just be sure to subscribe so you get those as soon as they come out. Thanks, and have a great day.